Hey everyone, it's Nick with Market Makers Method, and congratulations for joining in on my webinar. I'm really happy to have you here and want to share everything with you guys. So I'm going to get right into my screen so you guys can, tag along with me, and let's get right into it. And if you guys are wondering, I am in the beautiful windy city, Chicago. So I don't know if you can see my background here. I'm on a downtown apartment. Beautiful, cold, but great city to live in. Love the city. So let me get into the screen now. Okay, guys. So in today's webinar, we're going to be looking at how to control the financial markets and profit like a market maker in less than 2 years, spending just an hour a day by mastering only one type of pattern. Okay, guys? So, welcome. So guys, if you failed at trading Forex in the past, don't worry, it's not your fault. If you've found it tough in the past to understand how Forex works, you can put those fears to rest, okay? The greedy market makers who manipulate the markets and steal everyone's money want you to think it's not possible to consistently profit day after day, but it's not true. So if you've ever thought that the greedy market makers who manipulate the markets and steal everyone's money want you to fail, you're probably right. So we're here today to show you how to control the financial markets and profit like a market maker in less than 2 years, spending just 1 hour a day by mastering only one type of pattern during this webinar. It's exciting. So my goal from this webinar, this is my goal from this web class, guys. I want to help traders who want to consistently profit day after day by following a proven method and eventually achieve financial freedom without needing a 9-to-5 job and without getting ripped off by charlatans who make most of their money from selling trading courses and really have no idea how to trade. To help you understand the only way for you to consistently profit in the markets day after day and achieve financial freedom is through mastering a specific M or W Forex pattern. And the only way to do that is through the market maker's method. All right, so who am I, right? So I've mentored over 1,500 students all around the world. Friends with an actual market maker / bank trader. And I taught myself how to use this one pattern to succeed with trading the Forex markets. I did actually break the 7-figure barrier, which is less than 1% in trading. So I broke the 7-figure barrier back in 2015, which less than 1% of all traders ever achieve this in trading. So quite an exciting goal to reach. So here's a little bit about me and my story. So I immigrated to the US with parents from Europe, Czech Republic. My parents had visa issues. I dropped out of high school and I decided to start a trading career. Was living on my friend's couch at the time, and I got a job and saved up $6,000. So let me kind of take you through the story. So basically, I immigrated from the US with parents, and we actually came right into Chicago at the time. And it was really where my parents had visa issues. So, you know, me and my whole family, we were living in Chicago, and we were going to school and everything. And at the time, I was in high school, and unfortunately, my parents actually had to leave the United States just because their immigration papers, and they had problems with being legal in the States. So they had to go. And unfortunately, myself and my sister, we don't know how to speak Czech, right? So we don't know how to speak Czech, and we couldn't afford to go to Czech because we had to finish school. And ironically, I didn't actually finish high school because my sister and I, so she actually paid for rent. She actually had a job, and she actually paid for us to have a roof under ourselves. So it was just me and my sister living alone in Chicago. And we were going to school. Actually, we were one of our friends, we were playing tennis at the time. One of our tennis coaches was actually driving us to school every day. And my parents, unfortunately, they were struggling financially as well, so they couldn't help us pay rent. So it was kind of just me and my sister living through. And eventually, when she went off to college, she's 1 year older than me. I was here, and I didn't have a job. I didn't have an income because my sister left to college, and she was the one who was paying rent. So I kind of see myself here, and I couldn't afford to even live and pay for my basic needs. So I had to drop out of high school. I had to get a job. That was the only thing that was available to me. So that's exactly what I did. I spent over a year on my friend's couch so I could live for free. And at that time that I was living on my friend's couch in the living room, I got a job, and I saved up $6,000. So I had a burning desire to educate myself to master trading. Okay, my goal was to become a successful 7-figure trader. And I wanted to find a reliable system or method that I could keep using. I wanted to never have to stress out over money ever again. So that job that I had, and I saved up the $6,000, I used the $6,000 I'd saved up for trading with the help of a mentor. It was the worst. Okay. It was the worst 5 weeks of my life, as I lost all of the $6,000. I lost everything. What I spent months hustling and working 6 days a week, I lost it all. I lost all my savings. 5 weeks listening to my mentor, this Forex guru. This is when I hit rock bottom. This was definitely the hardest time of my life. And I've gone through a lot of tough times, but this was not only the hardest time, but also the most embarrassing for me as well. So after that happened, I hit rock bottom. I decided to borrow $3,000 from my aunt. And I actually told her it was emergency money for rent and food. I know how that sounds. I realized that all the stuff I was studying from Forex gurus was completely wrong. Everything was completely wrong about it. After a while, I discovered an amazing pattern that was continually happening day in and day out, right? I couldn't not see this happening. The plan was to ignore the gurus and go with my gut instinct about this new pattern that I had discovered. The only problem was that I had to keep the money in the trading accounts and not pay rent or my aunt back until the account had at least $20,000 in it, so I could compound it. Eventually, I managed to turn that initial $3,000 investment into $106,000 in just 8 months using my new pattern strategy. So, of course, this enabled me to purchase an apartment, actually the one that I'm at right now in Chicago, and I started traveling the world. The bigger vision now is not just to enrich myself, but to teach other people what I know. My passion these days is to help my students quit their 9 to 5 and to avoid the mistakes I made so I can make a bigger impact in this life. All right, so you're probably wondering, how does this apply to you? Okay, so my story is the same story as many other people wanting to improve their financial situation. I hit the depths of despair when I blew my life savings, and I know what it's like to fail and struggle. The method I created finally provides a solution to the question, why am I not profitable and why is my strategy not working? Right? I discovered that me and many others limiting belief that the markets are just random is a false statement. Very false. The strategy that I developed is so simple to follow. Literally anybody can copy exactly what I do each day. All right, so this is what we're going to cover in this web class. Secret number 1. The number 1 reason 95% of traders fail is they don't understand the mindset and objectives of a market maker. Secret number 2. You don't need a lot of capital to get started and be profitable. And last but not least, secret number 3 is you don't need to know anything about the markets previously to succeed as a trader. Secret number 1. The number 1 reason 95% of traders fail is they don't understand the mindset and objectives of a market maker. So, some people think, some day traders might be thinking, I don't understand how mastering one pattern could possibly help me to succeed with trading. Let me tell you a quick story. When I started my trading journey, I was frustrated because I was losing. It wasn't making sense to me. I wanted to understand not only why I was losing trades, but why right after quick volatility movements, my trade would have been in profits if I had just left it alone. I also wanted to significantly improve my percentage of winning trades. Even my pattern that I had discovered would only work about 60 to 70% of the time. Of the times it didn't work, the prices would spike suddenly and it would cause a lot of volatility in the markets. The trade would have been in profit if that sudden shift didn't happen. So my aunt's boyfriend actually worked at the stock exchange as a broker, and he revealed to me what market makers are. And my big epiphany was the pattern that I had discovered had about a 90% success rate if the market maker movements never happened. So suddenly I realized this pattern definitely wasn't random. And I also realized exactly why I was losing. The market maker movements could be, they could basically see where my stop loss is, right? The market makers could see my stop loss. So I stopped focusing on trading and concentrated more on market making instead. And I researched online and read books about the industry of market making. I was also emailing the market maker I had met through my aunt's boyfriend and was asking him dozens of questions and getting information. He was definitely helping me out. So the problem was my market maker mentor would only give me about 50% of the info that I needed, but deliberately never revealed everything. So I had to figure out everything myself. He even said that to me. Even though I was grateful for the advice, it was frustrating because my market maker friend would not reveal everything. I had a taste of what I needed to do, but now I had to figure out everything on my own. I managed to eventually work out the rest that I needed to know. And now, finally, I had all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. So from $3,000 capital, I was able to turn that into $106,000 in less than 8 months by mastering these principles of a market maker. And now I'm able to consistently win 90% of trades, and most importantly, understand why it was working. The hard work was definitely paid off. That's for sure. The hard work was paid off. So I'm going to show you some results. This is Tabitha David. She is one of my best students as well. And as you can see, so she wrote to me, this was my first week using the service. I was really intrigued with the idea of signals in line with the market maker's method. I had never seen that service before. I never looked before because I also wanted to make sure that I independently knew what was going on, so I wasn't just clueless. After recently taking an overnight job, I noticed I was missing a lot of quality setups that I know. I was able to catch 2 great trades after signing up for the service. My only regret this week is that I didn't use bigger lot sizes. LOL. I was doing a test run. I guess you could say really quality trades based on the method that I felt really great taking. Great job to the team of traders. So that's Tabitha David. As you can see, her only regret is that she didn't use larger lot sizes, right? Larger trade positions. So definitely Tabitha was excited with her first week taking the signals along with learning from the market maker's method. Now, you might also be thinking, if I don't know how to read charts yet, because if it's that easy, then everyone would be using it. And if I'm doing a 9-to-5 job and I don't have much time, let me tell you the truth. Once you learn the basics of the M and W pattern, you'll start noticing this M and W all the time and will be on your way to eventually hitting 7 figures. So, secret number 2, you don't need a lot of capital to get started and be profitable. Many day traders think, I'm not in a position to afford to get started right now. Well, let me share a quick story with you. So, give you a bit of a background now. I had just lost $6,000 and all of my savings. And I was now living on a friend's couch, as you already know. Out of desperation, I asked my aunt for a loan of $3,000 for food and rent. It was the worst 5 weeks of my life. I was paranoid about not losing my aunt's money, and I was desperate to be able to pay her back ASAP and get back on my feet. Deep down, I really wanted to prove myself that I could be a successful trader and not be forced to do some crappy job I didn't want to do. I had to pull off what to do differently this time, as this really was my last chance to pull it off. If this failed, there would be no more chances. So, all right, so I already knew in the back of my mind that I was spending thousands of hours on the charts, and I was already making notes about a pattern I had noticed that no one else seemed to be aware of. I realized I had to shut down my Forex guru advice, as it was clear what they were teaching was not working. And with this $3,000 I had now, I was going to trade the pattern I had discovered and use my own methodologies. Slowly but surely, the 3,000 was growing, but I couldn't just withdraw it and give it to my aunt because I had to leave it in the account in order to use compounding to my advantage. Thank God my intuition proved to be correct, and I was able to pay my aunt back in full, and later became financially free as well. Thanks to this pattern I had discovered, I felt immense relief that it worked, and I didn't let my aunt down. That would have been a tragedy if I lost that money, because I don't even want to think about what would happen. I'm just thankful that my methodology and my intuition proved to be correct. So let me share with you a couple of my students' results. And this really is under the belief that you don't need a lot of capital to get started. And I will show you why, because these screenshots are from my top students, where this first one right here, they took $45.60. And with just a few trades, they held this trade for just a few days. They turned that into $159.14. $113.54 euros floating right here. And the second screenshot here is an even more remarkable trade. 14 pounds, 1488 pounds into 45, almost 46 pounds off of just one trade. This is remarkable. And this really is only available with the Forex markets due to the leverage that you get. Let me show you a few more screenshots here. So another account, we're getting more into larger capital here. 103 euros turned into 2,067 and 34 cents. 2,100, take this in, 103 euros into 2,067 euros. Now this trade was held for about 2 weeks, but the balance to equity ratio right here, turning $100 into 2,067 euros is remarkable. And this is the power of understanding the market makers. Again, right here on the right hand side, 17 euros to 145 euros. Just taking 2 trades on the CAD, Japanese yen, and USD MXN. So once more, probably the best achievement that any of my students have ever done. 103 euros to 4,168 euros. This is crazy. This student just blew my mind, because even to this day, I've never seen a return like this. Even myself, I've never done this before. And this really is the power of, if you're even more dedicated than myself, these stats are just remarkable. So some day traders might also think, so I'm not in a position to afford to get started trading, comfortable with the risk involved with trading Forex. Forex is the perfect market to start out in and multiply your money quickly. As mentioned in the other slide, leverage your money by 50 times compared to the stock market, which they only give you 2 leverage. You might be thinking, this sounds risky, but we teach you how to trade like a market maker who essentially controls the markets. Secret number 3, you don't need to know anything about the markets previously to succeed as a trader. Some people say, Oh, I don't know how to read charts. It's too complicated and seems like it's reserved for Wall Street traders. So I'm going to give you a background of Bill. Bill is hands down my best student that I've ever worked with. And actually now he's a very close friend of mine. So Bill was working as airport security guard and he was living paycheck to paycheck. He wasn't originally looking for a biz op or any type of side hustle at the time. And he had no experience with trading before either. Then he lost his job and his life changed. Without a job, his immediate goal was to replace his income as soon as possible. Otherwise, there was no way to pay for his basic necessities like rent and food. Bill was desperately looking for a solution to quickly solve his cash flow crisis. He didn't have time to do a long-term strategy. So then one day he found Market Maker's Method on Instagram when he was looking for trading info. He liked what he saw and signed up for the Masterclass. He didn't even know market makers existed on top of them controlling the prices. So eventually he followed the Market Maker's Method system and started making some money. And he purchased the VIP signals to help him learn faster. Soon after, he made $2,958. Sorry, there was a little bit of an error here. In just a short 3 weeks, he had trouble withdrawing his money because of an issue with his broker and verification. He definitely was in a tight spot and he nearly couldn't pay his rent and had to send his landlord an email actually asking for a short extension on his rent payment. So he was now really struggling to pay his bills and buy food, despite having fast success as a trader. Finally, things worked out and he was able to replace his income relatively quickly, plus a whole lot more thanks to the Market Maker's Method Masterclass. He feels blessed now that he got laid off from his job and can now continue trading instead to become a professional trader and build up more capital. So I'm going to let you guys hear Bill right here quickly, and then I'll get right back.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Bill, and I'm here to talk about my experience with the Market Maker's Method Masterclass course. But before I get to that, I'm going to give you a backstory of me. About a month and a half ago, I worked at the airport, but ultimately I was let go. And in the past couple of weeks, I tried to find other ways to make money online, but I came across this Forex trading class course, and I don't believe it still. I'm still kind of shocked, but I made a 150% return on my investments. And I roughly made close to 3 grand in the past 3 weeks. But if you want me to get specifics, I'm go on my trading app. I'll show you the profits right now. So I roughly made $2,984.54. If you don't believe me, here it is. And the crazy thing is, though, I made more money here than at my old job. And it's only been 3 weeks, so it's not even a month yet. So I just want to say thanks, Nick, for this course, your experience, your support, and knowledge. And if anyone wants to sign up, please do. I mean, it changed my life, it will change yours. Thanks, and hope to see you in Telegram.
So that was Bill, and thank you, Bill, for that video. So Bill's story truly inspires me and inspires many other of my members to keep going and to really stay focused 100%. So as you can see here, this is actually a profit screenshot that Bill sent me. And he sent me this awesome message. So 158% return on my account since I joined 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Nick, for everything that you have done. I was actually just fired from my job working as airport security, barely making enough to get by, and I had to find a replacement for my income ASAP. I knew that purchasing your MMM Masterclass would be the right decision, and I was right. $2,984 profit in 3 weeks. I never thought this was possible. Thanks again, Nick, for this opportunity. Your market makers method strategy opened my eyes, and I didn't even know market makers existed. This is crazy. Awesome. I always get a nice smile every time I read this message again from Bill. So there's Bill. So some people also think I don't know how to read and understand charts, get started trading, reduce risk, and place trades. I teach step-by-step instructions on how to find a trade, how to place a trade, and how to exit a trade to collect consistent profits that even a complete newbie could follow and become successful with. Let me ask you a question, guys. Are you guys enjoying the webinar so far? So Eric says, I've been trading for a few months now, and this all makes sense. Eric is still typing here. So he said, one day my strategy works, and the next it doesn't. I'm shocked to hear about these market makers. This is crazy. Awesome, Eric. Jay says, thumbs up. Jasmine says, I always knew something was up because my strategy was never consistent. Yeah. Awesome, Jasmine. Costas says, teach me, please. All right, Costas. I love the excitement there, the enthusiasm. Awesome. All right, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the webinar so far. So we've covered secret number one. The number one reason 95% of traders fail is they don't understand the mindset and objectives of a market maker. Secret number two is you don't need a lot of capital to get started and be profitable. And secret number three is you don't need to know anything about the markets previously to succeed as a trader. So who wants to take things to the next level? Put it in the questions and answers box, guys. Say I'm ready. I want to see everyone in the box here. All right, got it. Jay, ready. Eric is ready. Tim, ready. So, how do you pronounce that? Sohail says he's ready. Perfect. All right, looks like everyone here is excited and ready. Teach me. Yeah. All right, guys, it seems like you guys are ready. So let's take things to the next level now. So introducing the Market Makers Method Masterclass, a step-by-step curriculum and software package to implement the Market Makers Method. Market Makers Method Masterclass is all about helping you to consistently profit day after day by following a proven Forex trading strategy to achieve financial freedom without getting ripped off from those charlatans who make most of their money from selling trading courses and really have no idea how to trade themselves. Here's what you're going to get. So the masterclass includes an overview of how to install and use the tools, our winning daily routine, a checklist of trade confirmations, the actual market makers method pattern, of course, how to put it all together, executing your first trade, risk management strategies, lessons in trading psychology. So who this works for? Newbies who have never traded before, who aspire to become a full-time trader like myself. Traders who have tried other forms of trading, who want to find something that works for them, such as stocks or futures. And 95% of the losing traders who want to make it into that 5% who actually make money consistently. Struggling Forex traders who haven't been able to make it work yet. Experienced, profitable traders who want to take things to the next level and explode their profits. Number one reason why people don't get started. So you might be thinking this is just another trading course from a so-called guru. But I teach this exact method I use myself to profit from Forex day after day. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the Market Makers Method Masterclass. You also get these tools. VIP signals. First month is included for free on us. With these tools, you'll be able to get notification alerts for about 3 to 5 recommended trades a week, so you can earn while you learn. Having to wait until you master the strategy to make a profit, sitting in front of your computer 24/7, and guesswork and hope. So basically, you're going to be getting rid of having to wait until you master the strategy and make a profit. You're going to get rid of sitting in front of your computer 24/7, and you're going to get rid of the guesswork and hope that you think that you figured it out. So the problem solved. Initially, I didn't know how to properly confirm the pattern, so the signals helped me expedite my learning curve and removed the guesswork. Time and money saved. You don't have to be in front of your computer screen 24/7 as you get a notification of the trade and then basically just copy and paste it and profit. Now, you might be thinking the signals will be confusing or you won't be able to replicate the same results. However, my students find the signals to be a crucial part of their mentorship and part of their study material or homework. So far what you're going to get is the masterclass and the VIP signals. But you also get the Market Makers Method software package. So previously, I had to manually calculate the numbers, which took up a lot of time and it was pretty tedious. The software package automates the entire process, saving a ton of time and most importantly, making it a lot more accurate. You might be thinking that the software does all the work for you and you don't actually understand the principles of the Market Makers Method. But the software will actually help you understand it better and it will actually accelerate your results, allowing you to profit faster and also master the strategy and become a full-time trader a lot faster. So far what you're going to get, we have the Masterclass, which has a $7,000 value, VIP Signals, which is $3,600 per year value. And now we have the software package, which has a $500 value. So total value now is what you're going to get is $11,100. But you also are going to get the Market Makers Method Mastermind Group. So people were asking me thousands of questions, and I simply couldn't keep up with all of it. But now with the group, there's hundreds of like-minded traders who understand the strategy and will help you with questions and feedback on your trades. Instead of waiting 48 hours for a reply back from me, you can get answers within just a few minutes instead. You might be thinking that some mastermind groups are full of people who all use different strategies that conflict with each other. But in this group, everyone is using the exact same trading strategy that we teach. That means you won't get conflicting information that just confuses you, right? So everyone is on the same page. Everyone uses the exact same strategy, right? The Market Makers Method. So it's really a great way to increase your learning curve. So we have 4 things so far which you're going to get. We have the Masterclass, we have the VIP signals, we have the software package, and we have the Mastermind Group so far. But you also are going to get access to our mentor group library. So I had a lot of people asking me questions about specific trades and asking for feedback. So I've been responding to some of these questions with a series of detailed analysis videos, 3 to 5 minute analysis videos that explain the thinking and the mindset behind why I actually took the trade. So this is going to make it faster and easier for you to succeed because you get a complete breakdown of why we took the trade, which allows you to learn faster and develop the mindset of a market maker. You might be thinking that looking at past trades is not beneficial to find live trades in real time, but these videos are actually developing your eye to see the pattern in real time. What you're going to get. So you're going to get the Market Makers Method Masterclass, which has a $7,000 value. You're going to get the VIP signals, which is $36,000 value per year. You're going to get the Market Makers Method software package, which has a $500 value. And you're going to get the Market Makers Method Mastermind Group, which has a $1,000 value. You're going to get access to our entire mentor group library videos, which has a $3,000 value. So total value here is $15,100. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $15,100. But if I did charge you $15,100 and all it did was show you exactly how to control the financial markets and profit like a market maker in less than 2 years, spending just an hour a day by mastering only one type of pattern, would it be worth it to you? If all this system did was help you trade and profit just like a market maker, would it be worth it? Would it be worth $15,100? If all it did was show you how to get started and profit with limited capital and use leverage sensibly, would it be worth it? Would it be worth $15,100? If all it did was eventually transform you into a market expert, even if you've never traded before, would it be worth it? Would it be worth $15,100? So if you were able to consistently profit day after day by following a proven method, what would that be worth to you? If you could achieve financial freedom So there's no need for a 9-to-5 job. What would that be worth to you? So I had two choices. Make it cheap or make it valuable. So I chose to make it jam-packed with value. So the Market Makers Method Masterclass, $15,100 value, regular price, $19.97. So I'm giving you a special discount today because you're here with me on this webinar, and I don't want you to make all the mistakes I made and go through all that pain. Today, Market Makers Method Masterclass. So you're not going to pay $15,100 value, and you're not going to pay $19.97 regular price. Special price of just $14.97, or you can do 3 payments of $597. So just click the green button below to get started. And we also have an option for to use PayPal if you wanted to use PayPal's no financing option and PayPal credit, which allows you to purchase this with no money down. If of course you qualify for the PayPal credit. Other than that, we also do then accept credit cards. So our guarantee, guys, of course, click the green button below to get started, to make your investment into the masterclass. So we've reversed the risk with a 30-day money back guarantee. This is very important to us. There are terms and conditions of the guarantee, though. To be eligible for a refund, you must have gone through the course fully, have taken at least 3 of the VIP signals, and you must also send in notes from the masterclass as well. And it must be all within 30 days of your purchase. So is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Even if it only does half of what I claimed today, it will pay for itself as soon as instantly. And if this wasn't amazing enough already, I'm going to give you guys another bonus. This is my 7-figure trading template. So I had a lot of people asking me, oh, how do I set up my chart so that it looks exactly like your chart as you teach it and as we see in the videos? So I basically created a template that you can easily just copy and paste so that your trading setup is going to look exactly like mine instantly. This way, you won't have to worry if any of your settings are off, as you can just refer to the template. You might be thinking this is complicated, but it really isn't at all. All my students use this, and it comes with video instructions. So my 7-figure trading template. All right, guys, so get started now with the Market Makers Method Masterclass. You're getting the entire masterclass. You're getting VIP signals. You're getting the software package to have everything automated. You're getting access to our mentor group library videos. You're getting the Mastermind Group. And of course, you're getting my 7-figure trading template. So you're getting, all in all, you're getting six great items with us for a total value of $15,100. Today, only $14.97, or it's going to be 3 payments of $597, just to make it easier for those of you who don't have the entire $14.97 upfront to get started. So click the green button below to get started. Does anyone have any questions? If you guys don't have any questions, you guys, of course, can email me at help@marketmakersmethod.com if you have any questions. Otherwise, all of our communications are on the Telegram group, where we do signals and where you have basically 24/7 access to myself. So guys, once again, click the green button below to get started, and really excited to see you guys on the other side, and I really want to start working with you instantly. Okay, so Eric says, if I purchase now, will I have access to this instantly, to every single thing that you guys just listed? Yes, exactly. All right, great question, Eric. Yeah, so you guys, once you purchase, you guys will actually have instant access to everything. You'll be taken to create your own account on our membership website, and you'll be able to see all the curriculum. You'll be able to download the entire software package. You'll have access to the Mastermind Group, to 7-figure trading template. You have instant access to everything and instant access to myself as well. So great question, Eric. And if that's all, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you again for your time of actually attending this Masterclass webinar. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, click the green button below, and we'll see you guys to congratulate you on the other side and to start working with you instantly, guys. Okay. My name is Nick Natroniki. I'm the founder and CEO of Market Makers Method. You guys can see the shirt that I've been wearing here. Too bad I couldn't show you the actual background that I have here. Maybe I can. Let me try to. I think. Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work, but I wanted to show you the water line. There's the water line over there, right here by Lake Michigan in Chicago. But all right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks. Bye.